Hello, hello. How's it going, folks? Round 5 US Championships happening today. Apologies, I wasn't able to do coverage earlier. Just busy with Dojo work, recording a video, recap. But yeah, I figured I'd stop by, check out games of today, see what's going on. I think there's still some live games, but also some games that ended already. So I'm just curious what happened here. It looks like Caruana won again, which is pretty serious. Let's see what happened in this one. So he's playing Christopher, knight f3, c5. There you got some kind of English, e4, e6, d4. Oh, and they ended up going into Sicilian. Interesting. Fabi didn't mind this one. e5, knight d7, bishop f4. Castle's queenside. Wow. Bishop takes d8. Exchange sacrifice from Fabi, huh? Very interesting. Allowing the endgame. Decides not to go for the endgame. And two bishops plus pawn ended up outplaying rook, huh? He went queen e5, f6, and doesn't go for endgame. e5, take. Wow. Hey, Quantum, how's it going? Trying to follow Chess Ventas out there when Dojo's not on. Yeah, apologies. This is the place to come to, though, if you want engine-free stuff. I'm surprised he went for e5. I mean, the pawn looks weak. I guess if he takes, there's bishop f5 check, and then takes, bishop f6. So rook h1, he went here. Take, queen d6. Oh, but yeah, no way you survive this. a5, queen e4. Feels like maybe somehow white was holding, but he goes b4. Takes here, check here. Wow, crazy game. Crazy game. Jeez, and finally he won, because looks like white's getting mated. If here there's at least check, and then queen is lost. Dang, crazy game. So Fabi wins 4 out of 5. Pretty sick score. Yeah, RK, I'm with you. I don't like the accusations either. Oh, a lot of games actually have ended. Okay, I thought only a couple of games, but no, a lot of games ended. So Levon beat Sam. So bloody day today, very bloody after the rest day. Let's see what happened here. Accelerated Dragon. Not Sam's typical repertoire, but I'm sure he's well prepared here. Hello, Cross. How are you? b4, queen c7, b5, e5, queen e3, here. Wow. Levon. What a game. There we go. What a game. Jeez Louise. Rook d2 and Sam resigned down to rook. Dang. Wow, what a sacrifice. Knight f5, bishop h6. How to defend. If knight h5, I think check. Knight g7. And then let's say take first, and here. Just simple game over. I think you have to take first, because if here, then f6 at least. Okay, maybe some. Probably still good for white, but maybe not as simple. Wow, okay, so Levon, nice game. Wonder beat Mishra. Wonder lost previous round to Robson, and now beating Mishra. Yeah, what happened here? Mishra like never got out of the opening. Okay, good game for a Wonder. Hans Moak against Wesley So. Wow. Wesley playing this line, okay. And ended up, looks like they ended up making a draw. Thank you for following, Howie Pawns. Yeah, Levon's game, yeah, he played like Alekhine, exactly. No, really nice game. Okay, and then there's a couple games still live. So Robson Dominguez. Ray has extra pawn. And very nice position, I want to say, actually, because his extra pawn is on the king side. And it's a heavy piece endgame, which means king safety is very important. So I think this is actually close to winning for white, unless this is a concrete thing. But no, queen takes b2, there's rook c8 check, winning the game. So unless Dominguez has like an immediate way to make a draw, I think he's in big trouble. Let's see what happened here. So this was QGA, really solid weapon. E4, okay, this is not normally something that's like so dangerous. But Ray is good at chess. Okay. Okay, he was ready to repeat. Dominguez played on. So maybe Dominguez was the one looking to win, and they got some complications, huh? D6, takes, check. Somehow white managed to snag an extra pawn because queen b2, rook b1, rook b8. So knight c7, queen d6, knight d5, take. And now e6, very nice move. Queen e5, queen b6. Okay, so they only just made the time control now. And this is the position. So yeah, I would say reasonable winning chances for white because your pieces are very dominant. You have rook c7, and then you have this idea of f5, f6 to just open up the king and play for mate. Rook c7. I don't see what black does because queen b2, there's still check. I think rook c7, rook g8 they'll play. And then it just looks like white is so active, even rook d7. And then you can take on d5. And you're just 2 pawns up. Dina Belankaya just raided the channel. Thank you, Dina. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hope you guys had a good stream. Hope you're doing well in Charlotte. Russian School of Chess. Welcome. We are following the U.S. School of Chess Championship. This is the 5th round. We're actually in the final stages of the round. A lot of games concluding, finishing up. Watching some very good players here. It's going well, Dina. Thank you. Hello, folks. Yeah, here we got Robson Dominguez. I was saying this one looks close to winning for white. He's got an extra pawn. We have some results today. Fabi won his game, so Fabi's leading the tournament. Caruana 4 out of 5. Hans drew his game today against Wesley So. We got this game still going on, and this game between Oparin and Sevian. This one we haven't even touched yet, so there's some complete mess going on here. I don't know what's happening here. But there's a question. What about rook c7? Queen takes b2. So yeah, actually black could have taken this pawn a move ago, but there's a nasty trick in the position rook c8, which is a very, very good, important tactic to know. Because if rook takes, then queen takes queen, and then if king moves, then rook takes rook. So in the game situation, after queen b6, rook c7 is possible, because if queen takes b2, like defending this one, there's still rook c8 check. And white wins with this nice trick. So rook c7 on the board. Dominguez, I think, has to play rook g8, sadly. I feel like there's not... Maybe he can try queen f6. Maybe queen f6. That feels like a very unpleasant rook endgame, but maybe queen f6 is an option, rook g8. Either way, it's, yeah, very, very passive for black here. Steve's asking, does rook c6 work for white? Rook c6, maybe black just takes and tries his chances in the queen and pawn endgame, which I'm not really sure what black's chances are here, but I think this would probably be what he has to do. And it's not so easy. Like, there are definitely ideas to hold this one. But I like rook c7. I feel like it's smart for white to keep the queen and rook on the board, because then you can create threats with both pieces against the enemy king, and then force black into passivity. Maybe we can combine the ideas and go for like either rook d7 or rook e7, and then rook d6, rook e6 with the double attack. Actually, that would be pretty sick if this here, and then you're threatening this and mate threat. So rook e7 or rook d7 looks really strong. Of course, black has time to defend, but we're also threatening to just pick up the second pawn, and then it's really trivial. So I'm guessing he has to go queen f6 here, actually. This feels like the only real try to defend, even though this looks really, really bad. Maybe it's just straight up losing, but at least maybe you would have some hope in the rook endgame. I'm not sure. I would expect this to be winning for white. Let's say take... Actually, I don't know. Like h4, black can kind of latch on here and be annoying. So actually, maybe queen f6 is the best try. I don't really see how white wins here so easily. Yeah, king f5, take. Oh, okay, actually, sorry. Yeah, you're right. We can go this one. Yeah, because this is super serious. Actually, I thought black would be in time somehow. But no, king f5 takes king g6. That would be GG. Very nice GG. And then if black goes here, then at least we can take this with tempo. And then this, I think, should be winning for white. So it's probably just bad either way. Queen f6, take, king g4. If you don't take on b2, what are you doing? But rook takes b2, king f5. He can try queen g6. But then f5, check, king g2. Yeah, still possible. Maybe queen comes to g5. No, but queen g6, there's rook takes g7. Right, guys? And then that's 2 pawns up for white. So I think it's over. I think Ray's winning this one. And we're not... Excuse me. We're not using engines. So if we're finding the win, that means Ray is definitely finding the win. Thank you. Thank you for following Abu Sfad. A fan of the sneezes. Okay, and then this Opar and Sevian game, I'm just like curious what was happening here. We got some endgame. Knight c6, attacking everything. Bishop a6, everything's still attacked. White's rook attacked. Oh boy. Who's winning and how? The sneeze brought you back. Hilarious. Rook b6 would be my first thought, just continuing the trend of attacking everything. I don't know. To me, it looks like white could be in trouble. How do you save your stuff after rook b6? Rook f7, king takes, knight d8, king e8. Rook b6, bishop c4, rook c6. What's the move after rook? But Seven's not playing it. I mean, he's very good, so he clearly can find it. If I mean, he's like Puzzle Rush world champion. Seven must see some problem. Maybe bishop b7, but then rook c6, bishop c6, king e7, bishop a4. Okay, that's at least extra pawn for black. So rook b6, bishop b7. Then you can also play like rook d2 maybe, rook d6, rook d6, rook d2. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Let me take a quick peek at the US Women's Championship as well. Curious what's going on here. Carissa so far just dominating the tournament, like 4 out of 4. And she's playing Begum here, who's definitely one of the strongest players. Queen f5, knight f3. What's happening here? Carissa up 1 pawn, but position is somewhat messy. White's extra pawn, not like the most useful extra pawn, it seems. It's like doubled and weak, but white has some nice aspects to her position, putting some pressure here. Feels like black should be okay with best play, but that might be difficult to achieve. So Begum, she's kind of holding on. Let's see what happened in this opening. This was e4, King's Indian attack. Carissa very good at the King's Indian positions. c4. I think black was pretty much okay here for most of the game, but ooh, g5. Okay, she lashed out. g4. Knight f6. And we got this pawn. I kind of like what black was doing here, but white got this pawn back. And now white's pawn up. Okay, so Carissa extra pawn. Tatev beats Anna Zatonsky. Go Tatev with the French. f6. Bishop comes out to h5. Oh, nice exchange sacrifice. Very unpleasant for white because king is super open. Ooh, bishop e4. If bishop f3, I think just take. Queen h2 check, king f1, rook f4. So it takes, gave the queen, but now check, check. Queen takes d3. Nice finish, nice finish. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, let's go back. Bishop a6, Sevian still thinking. Oh, Robson, we have moves. So rook d7, queen a6 played, and now white's turn. So Dominguez is hinting at some queen f1 checks, but I don't really see it after rook takes d5, queen f1, king anywhere, king g4. Okay, let's say king g4 to be safe. So take, check, king g4. all the checks are covered, and then white's still 2 pawns up and can just slowly like bring the rook back. b4, b5, b6, b7. Should be able to just win it, unless he's looking for something. Maybe he's looking for something more concrete, like rook d6 takes, but rook d6 check, king g4, king h7. You don't really have the mates immediately, right? So okay, he does take. I'm guessing we'll see check, and then maybe I don't even know black's next move, because if you come back, then rook d6 is going to be an issue. Gotta mention engine free. It's the yes, engine free coverage, folks. You're welcome. The fun way to follow a chess game without something spoiling the answer. You are welcome. Okay, rook d5. Dominguez thinking. Here, bishop a6, Sevian still thinking. Okay, guys, let's try to figure out the answer to this question. Why isn't black going rook b6? In the video titles. Yes, like the stream titles. Yeah, sometimes I like doing it. Sometimes, yeah, I feel like don't have to. Anyways, you guys know what we're all about. you guys know who we are. Folks, why not rook b6? Help me understand. Help me help you understand. If you tell me why not rook b6, then I can explain it back to you guys in a really instructive way, I'm sure. Knight takes d8, king takes e7. White has 2 pieces hanging. You can't leave the back rank. You're done for, cooked. So rook b6, bishop b7, take on c6, bishop c6, king takes e7, bishop takes a4. Rook c8, we're at least a pawn up. So rook b, maybe he's looking for more. So rook b6, rook f7, king f7, knight d8. Yeah, there I was thinking king e8. And again, white has 2 pieces hanging. I didn't see the defense there. And rook b6, take, king takes, bishop c4. King e8 takes, king takes, we're up a piece. Rook e1 check, king d7. Again, we're up the piece. We keep being up a piece after rook b6. Am I growing out the beard? I wasn't planning on it. Oh, hello, Wonderben. Thank you for following. That's great to hear. Yeah. I love the podcast. Not my first time being on. Hopefully not my last either. But yeah, super fun. Thanks for checking out the stream. We're here all the time. And it's not just me on the channel. We got Jesse and David often doing streams as well. And if you're on Discord, we got a very active Discord community. If you're into chess improvement, this is actually for anyone in the chat, not just WonderBen287. Actually, everyone is open to to join the Discord and participate in the conversation. You know, you can join the Discord, talk about chess improvement or like some of the latest stories, latest gossip, talk about your favorite books. We have a channel where you can post games, puzzles, get feedback on your games, that kind of thing. So definitely check it out. There's links like below the stream, or you can do Xlam socials and find all our stuff there. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. You know, our job is to try and support you guys with your chess improvement by providing the tools, structure, and community that you need to get there. We're working on a vision statement. We're working on it. Okay. Sam, really going down on the clock. He's not explaining why he hasn't gone rook b6. I would like him to just play the move, and then Oparin can explain. What? I mean, rook is attacked. Here's what I understand about chess. Rook is attacked. If we move the rook, we can attack two pieces. Normally, that's good. My best guess is that rook b6, bishop b7. Black has nothing better than going for this endgame where he's going to be a pawn up. And then Sevian is looking for something more, because he feels like maybe there's more he can find. The rook b2. And then if he spends too much time, eventually he's going to just play rook b6. That's my best guess. But yeah, not so easy. Excuse me, folks, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go plug my phone in so it can charge. Then I'll be back. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Hello. Okay, so Sevian's still thinking, huh? A little rude, but that's okay. I mean, what's he waiting for? Can someone explain? What is he waiting for, like a written invitation to play rook b6? I'll give it to him. Sam, you're allowed. You're like Puzzle Rush 4-time silver medalist. You're allowed to go rook b6 here. He must have disconnected or something. I mean, I know they're playing in-person OTB, but he must have disconnected. Okay, rook b6, bishop takes c4. There we go. That's something. Okay, so let's say rook takes... so rook takes knight. Rook takes f7. King here. Rook check. Or maybe even f4. But okay, that's the problem. Thank you. And then king d4, rook d1, king takes, rook takes d8. And yeah. Right. So rook b6, bishop takes c4. Takes. And if you go king g5, f4 check, king h5, bishop e2 check, and then you lose the rook on c6. Okay, so that's why rook b6, bishop takes c4. So now he's just trying to find a way to save the game. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sam, don't panic. You can do this. Yeah, no engine, guys, no engine. Because we like watching it, you know, along with the players, you know, try to figure out what they might be thinking. Because it's much more fun to think along with them. If you want to check the engine on your own, that's up to you. But yeah, usually I ask people not to share any engine lines or evals in the chat. Obviously, anyone can go and turn it on if they want to see it. But yeah, I think it's more fun and more instructive overall to just watch without any assistance. Yeah, no, I think rook b6, bishop c4 is exactly right, followed by takes. So he's trying to come up with something else, but he's running out of time. 7 minutes. He's got to go. What else can you do, though? Because white is just, this is coming no matter what, and then this is coming, yeah? So some bishop e6, maybe? Oh, yeah, maybe rook c5. And then if bishop takes c4, bishop e6. Exactamundo. No, Levs, I think you're correct. Yeah, let me put that line on the board so I can show people. But this is the issue for black. Takes, and if king comes up, there's rook e1, and then you can't defend your rook. You can come here, but you're still losing, and then there's no. It's like, ooh. I mean, I don't know if black is in trouble here, because I think your pieces are going to be quite active, but if you're trying to win, then probably white is okay here. Although I'm not totally sure. Like, could be dangerous for white. You know, the 3 pieces against the king. It's certainly enough material, but maybe it's not so easy. So, yeah, that was a skewer. Rook c5 might be possible, but then knight takes d8, king takes e7, knight b7. That seems... rook c7, rook takes c4. Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems okay for white. Wow. He's really... And Semyon's very, very good calculator, guys. So he's... You know, the fact that he didn't move means it's just a super difficult position. And it feels difficult. Like, it's such a weird construction of pieces. Everything is just, like, hanging. 9 on a4. Very hard to find your way here. So we'll see what he comes up with. Yeah, Dr. P-File, if you want to ask questions about King's Indian, no, by all means. These streams are pretty casual. And we got a few minutes here, so that's totally fine, no problem. Rook b6 played. Rook b6 played. Well, I could have told you that, Sam. I could have told you that to play that 10 minutes ago. Okay, hopefully we get the line. I'm guessing he wants to go for this king c4 line. Look at this, folks. Look at this, guessing every move. Yeah, bishop e6, I think that's a blunder. Rook e6, knight takes d8, and white should be winning. So other than this, does he have other moves? Does he have rook f8? Then rook c7. Yeah. Again, Sam is thinking, so he's very much unsure. I did not see Shanklin after the game, but no, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine he was bummed out after losing. It's tough. It's tough. Chess, very hard. Rook d7. Oh, okay. So he kind of bails out a bit. And maybe that's why he was spending so much time. Because if white takes, bishop takes, then I think basically the fight is more or less over. It should be a draw. Take, knight d8, for example. Yeah, bishop e8. Yeah, actually only white can be in danger here with this knight getting stuck. Knight d4, and then we should have a draw. Oops. Oh, take on the board, and okay, I guess we're gonna have a draw here. Robson takes queen c8 check, king h4. He should be converting this one. This looks really rough for black because you're down 2 pawns and you're super passive. Yeah, you don't hold this. You don't hold this. So white should be able to win like b4, b5, just slowly advance everything, and then it's too much to deal with for black. Either the b pawn will promote, or white will have some nasty threats against the king. You also have f5, f6 ideas to open things up. So as long as you don't blunder something with your king, basically I think should be winning for white. You also have like g4, g5 idea to just open up the king. Should be GG. So Ray should be winning second game in a row, so good for him. Can get back to even score, in fact. Not bad. Not bad for old Ray. Okay, let's see. Women's Championship. Jennifer Yu. Probably winning this. Hard for white to... yeah, white's just losing the pawn, and then h-pawn is very, very strong. I feel like white has to try like queen d7, like some kind of perpetual. Queen c8. But should be... Queen c8. How does black win? Because then white wants to go like a7. And start giving lots of checks. Queen c8 rose. Last chance. Queen c8, maybe rook check, king somewhere, and then rook e5. And then if a7, you can just take that. And queen b7 back. But then we're taking with check. Yeah, should be winning. Should be winning. Okay, also we got Talia against Irina. Irina trying to win, but not so easy. Pretty unclear position. Who knows? And then Chris's game. What's happening with Chris's game? Hold on. Knight f3, take, king g7, queen b7, bishop d6, bishop f2. So yeah, if she took this pawn, I think it'd be too dangerous for white's king. Queen e2, and then black starts to get a lot of counterplay. So bishop f2 first, queen e2 anyway, queen c6. So yeah, it's hard for white because you want to grab on a7, but then the queen is gonna be very far away, and black will get a lot of counterplay. So I would imagine white doesn't really have a great setup here other than king g2, queen f3. If you get the bishop endgame, that looks nice for white because long term, these pawns on a7 and c5 are big targets. So maybe king g2, queen f3 is the plan. Yeah, could be some chances for Krista here. Okay, question. So Mar del Plata versus knight bd7. Problem is bayonet attack. Yeah. I think against the bayonet, I think a5 is considered best right now for black. But you have other options like knight a6. I think is standing pretty well these days in terms of the theory. So you can try knight a6 instead of knight bd7 or e5. Knight a6, e5. Those positions are very playable. But, it might not be your cup of tea. If you really want to get into the sharp stuff, then yeah, Mar del Plata, e5, knight c6 would be the way to go. And then, yeah, I think with a5 would be the choice. Yeah, if king g2, queen f3, then, right, in the present position, black could take on a6. But also black has to deal with the bishop here. So it's not like so simple what black does in this position. Let me just see, right? Oh, we have some moves. King h4, queen c2, h3, king h7. And yeah, someone mentioned after Dominguez survived the game against Shanklin, it's like, he's looking for anything. Okay, but now queen f5 check, no, would blunder into equal rook endgame with white only going to be having one extra pawn. So no queen f5. You could go rook d7. This is fine, just to make sure you're not getting... Because g5 is a little bit of a concern, right? You don't want to... So yeah, rook d7. Let's just make sure this pawn is pinned every which way. Then rook c7 is the next move. Keep everything defended. And then b4, b5. Maybe queen c8. c7, queen d8 check, king g4. Yeah. Still safe. Should be holding this one. Is Ray. Oh, and Aparna did draw. Yeah, so here this kind of liquidated. And they repeated as expected. Now we have Robson, Dominguez, rook d7. Yeah, looks nice for Ray. Should be converting. And we had queen d1 check from Begum, king g2 from Carissa. Tough position. Feels like black is holding, but you have to be super precise every single move. Maybe white's starting to take on c5 here, maybe not. Begum is saying that she's going to have a lot of checks in return, which seems true. But is it true? Here, 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 and then this one is hanging. So these queen endgames could be very difficult. But here queen d4 I think wins the game, because white is left with the extra pawn. So can't she just take here? Ooh, c4. Okay, nice move from Carissa, just like improving her position. And then she has queen d5 as an idea. Queen d5 could be very nice. And also she can think about taking next, because black can't really take. There's queen d6. This is starting to get very unpleasant, I think, for black. So Carissa might be pulling this one out. Because, okay, she's got the extra pawn and the better bishop now as well. So it's a lot of advantages. c4 is classy, exactly. Bishop d4, I think, allows a lot of checks at the end. Like take, the problem is black has a lot of checks, and then this pawn could get very annoying. So I think that would be the issue here. Okay, Carissa could be on the way to 5 out of 5. Okay, Ray Dominguez, queen b5. Ray played rook e7. It's just making sure this rook is very defended and asking black, what's your next move? Because I just want to play like f5, f6, for example, and then crush you, or g4, g5, and then crush you, or b4, b5, and then crush you. So Ray, well on his way. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We got a new Dojo Talks out, in case you guys didn't notice. New podcast, How to Structure Your Training, up on YouTube and Spotify and your typical podcast apps. It's a good one. Yeah, latest Dojo Talks, definitely. I think we really found our rhythm. We're going to have more soon as well. I think David's out this week, but then next week we'll be back with another one. Hey, Filet. How's it going? Okay, Ray, thinking here. Is it true that Alireza has been offered to play for US from next year? I don't know. I haven't heard this. Where did you hear this? Okay. Queen b6. I feel like should be a lot of ways to improve here. f5 feels like a candidate to me. G4, you have to be a little afraid of queen f2 check, I think. You want to be really, really careful there. You're not getting mated. Queen g3. Queen e3. I think we're still okay. No, take. Oh, yeah, g6. Yeah, we're covered. We're covered. Hikaru said something briefly about it on stream, but later changed the topic. Yeah, you'd have to ask Hikaru then. I don't really know. I don't really know. But no, I haven't heard any stories or anything like that. Unfortunately. F5. Go Ray. Don't see no sorry. George Steinbrenner is funny. I only remember George Steinbrenner on Seinfeld, which I guess was played by Larry David, which is very funny. But yeah, Larry David had a fantastic role there, I gotta say. Okay, f6 is a problem. Big problemo. And then white's just winning. Curb Your Enthusiasm is great. I've been watching some Curb clips on YouTube lately. Fantastic. Fantastico. Okay, Carissa. C4, bishop e7, queen b7. Man, she's just not letting up. Just not giving Begum a break. And now after bishop d6, you might be able to just get away with snagging on a7, because now black doesn't have any clear counterplay. Check here. Check here. Queen f1. Take. No, that's not so easy. Yeah, I don't know. Bishop d6, take, queen e4, still not. Yeah, not easy for white, actually, to escape the counterplay. So I think black should just go bishop d6 and then, yeah, hope to get enough. Hope to get enough. There's something else she can do. No, I'm not sure. But yeah, bishop d6, queen takes b7. I feel like queen e4 check. Black is getting a lot of counterplay. Okay, bishop f8. So keeping the bishop protected. But now the bishop isn't as active here. So now I would, again, consider this. Check. King g1 or king h2. Queen f3, king g1, check king g2. Yeah, feels like white can get away with taking it. True, bishop d6, white can go queen d5. Yeah. And then bishop endgame might be bad. Take, king f6, king f3, king e5. G5, take, H6. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that actually, you would have to calculate this, which maybe briefly we can just take a look, because there's this. I don't know, here, for example, and black can go after the pawn. G5, H6, H7. I feel like here would be okay, but okay, probably I'm missing something. Yeah, doctor, of course, doctor. Of course you can ask one more. So I'm not sure, but okay, bishop f8 played. Now the question is, can white take here? You still have queen d5 maybe if you want. Though here I think take, King f6 is probably a bigger issue. But queen a7, I don't quite... Yeah, I'm not sure there's enough there for black. Check, king g1, check, king h2, queen f1, take, check, back to f2. I don't really see it. I don't really see it. Bid Colin asks, what is Jesse spending 20 hours on for the game? I mean, well, yeah, you have to realize he's writing down his analysis by hand, like with pen and paper, pencil and paper, excuse me. I think pencil and paper. So that takes a lot of time. And he's going deep, you know, into the variations. I think he was saying it's something like 20 pages a game, you know, so like you can imagine 1 hour per page. It's a lot though. It's a lot. Although I also spend a lot of time on my games. I don't think I'm spending 20 hours. I think I'm spending maybe 5-6 hours per game. But yeah. At lower levels, of course, you don't have to spend that much time. I think 1 to 2 hours per game is already like fantastic. If you're going through all your classical games, it's taking like 1 to 2 hours and you're coming up with 3-4 instructive moments or takeaways, I think that's lessons learned. I think that's great. I think you're already way ahead of the curve. So yeah, Jesse's thing is don't worry about Jesse. It's extreme. It's extreme. But okay, also he's writing it down, you know, like physically writing. It takes time. That takes longer than when you're typing. Okay, queen takes a7, Carissa. Carissa wants it all. We'll see if Begum can get enough here. I just want to check Ray. Pushed f5. f5 looking good. Yeah, I would not worry about it, guys. I would just spend as much time on your games as seems right to you. You know, I think it's important not to force yourself into doing something that doesn't feel good. Like, chess should be enjoyable. And if it's not enjoyable, then I think you're just not studying the right things. Because presumably, if you're into chess, like, okay, you like the game, you like playing chess and stuff, but sometimes when we get really into it, we kind of lose our love, and then we end up like just not enjoying our studies. And so if that happens, I would say like switch it up, find something that you're curious about, that interests you, and then start studying that, because then you'll put more time and energy and effort into it, and slowly but surely you'll develop more of an ability to spend time on analysis and spend more time on a position. And slowly but surely, that'll happen. Rebus, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Okay, Dr. P-File is asking, in the bishop e2, bishop e3 line, King's Indian, do I recommend e5 with a5, knight a6, or e5 with knight a6? I was suggesting knight a6 in the course. We got a course for Dojo training program members. They can follow my King's Indian repertoire that I'm working on all the time and trying to add to eventually. Got model games, exercises, sparring positions, and so on. So in that course, I suggested knight a6 as the response to bishop e2, bishop e3, which I think is congruent because it fits with, like, it can transpose into the classical with knight a6. So I think that's kind of a good version, or like a decent kind of option for black. Okay, 1 minute for Begum. 1 minute. what to do. I mean, you kind of have to go queen e4 check and just hope for the best, because queen takes c4, you don't really want to give white time to play queen b7 because this a pawn is just way too strong. Black c pawn will never be in time. So queen e4, I think, very important. So if king h2, queen e2, Tommy's giving this line. Queen b7 takes, and queen g2. How are you stopping the pawn? Oh, that is a pretty dirty line. Wow. Maybe she can do something similar here. Like check, king h2, queen f1, queen b7. Ooh, knowing Carissa, she's probably already seen this. Queen takes f2, queen g2. What a line. And that's it. Like queen f6, a7. Wow. Wow, that's very nice. That's very nice. If she finds that, that's going to be a GG. That's going to be a GG. That's going to be a 5-0 for Carissa. Yep. 5-0. Wow. Just end the tournament. Just give her the title. Just end the tournament. just stop. You know, they're already dead. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Queen b1 check. King h2. Carissa beast. Yeah, if we see like queen f1, queen b7. Oof. Oof. Oh, that's cool, Troy Chess. I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, Tadev won nice game today against Anna. And she played French. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Okay, bishop d6. So Begum doesn't play queen f1. Instead goes here, which is probably a better try. Begum, very good defender. But queen b7, this endgame, I mean, definitely should be winning for white. White can take on c5 next. Queen b7, and I feel like the queen can come back to f3. It doesn't feel like there's going to be enough counterplay for black. Question from La Crios. Listen to the latest Dojo Talks podcast. Basically, I suggested to focus on one big resource at a time, correct? You're about to graduate 9 to 1,000 cohort. Congratulations. 2 books at the same time. What happens if you graduate before finishing both of them? And you don't want to skip either one. Yeah, so graduation in the program is purely based on rating. So once you graduate, you know, once your rating crosses the threshold, you should just go up and move to the next level. It doesn't mean that you have to stop working on the books you were working on beforehand. Some of the books move up with you, so you can just keep working through them. If not, then you can just keep doing them. Like you can keep checking off the progress in the previous cohort until you finish the book. And I think that's totally fine. If you're getting something out of the book, then absolutely 100% you're encouraged to finish the book and complete it. Like it'll still be worth rating points to you, and then you can continue on the plan once you're done with that. So yeah, you can just keep reading the books. Easy. Will I cover Arjun versus MVL tomorrow? No, where are they playing? I probably won't. I probably will just be doing US Champs coverage this week. They must be playing at WR Masters, right? But is that classical chess? Does that count as classical? Let's see, Ray, f5, king h8, king h5, queen c6. He's creeping forward. Dominguez has some checks. Is there anything though? Can't we just go b4, check, king h4? And there's no follow-up, right? There's no g5. And then we're ready to go b5, and then... Ooh, that's going to be very annoying. Time control is 60 plus 30. Oh, and it is classical. Oh, wow. Okay, go Arjun. Go Arjun. Arjun, so impressive. I mean, amazing. Amazing. Arjun, Gukesh. Amazing. Amazing. Very impressive. You just wanna keep watching them play. You just want to see how high they can go. Pretty soon, like a couple months, it's gonna be like Gukesh 28-17, Arjun 28-12. They're just gonna be tearing through everyone. Prague as well. Hello, Dortam, by the way. Hello, long time. Okay, Ray's gonna put the pawn on b5. Black's gonna put the queen on b6, and then Ray's gonna have to break through somewhere there. Rook e8 looks winning. Rook e8 looks like a nice win. Like, let's say here. Okay, black is already in kind of zugzwang. Actually, there's king h7, rook e8, g6. g6 would be funny. Takes, queen takes. Let's say king h4 back. Okay, this I don't think white would. No, I don't think white wants this. King h7. I think you just slow play it, g4, and then if king h8, then here. Then once there's no g6, and then this I think is winning because the idea is you got check, and then you got queen g6 check, and then you're winning with the b pawn. So I feel like, yeah, he's very close here. Okay, queen f3 played. King h4, queen c6 back probably. You can also go here. Queen c6, b5, queen b6. I think we're gonna see this one. Okay, Carissa. Check, bishop d6. She's still thinking here. Why not queen b5, Carissa? What are we worried about? Queen f1, queen f3. What's the issue? Do we see the problem? Queen b7? Our next move is either push or queen f3 or queen takes b1, depending on what black does. Maybe queen b7, queen a2, king g2. Not seeing the issue. What is problem? Or is she worried about the endgame? Take, king f6. Nah, but it's so slow. It takes black forever, and then you're gonna grab this pawn. No way black holds that. That's 3 pawns. So we're not worried about the endgame. So queen b7. Bishop d4. Wow. Okay, so she was just calculating forced win because she is good at chess, unlike some people talking right now. Bishop d4. Wow. And by some people I meant me. Bishop c5, I thought it was possible, but I don't know. Black gets a lot of checks. Here it's going to be take and queen d6, and then, yeah, I don't think black has a perpetual because white's king is just going to walk out. So Begum takes. I don't think she had a huge option here. If king back, then probably check. Bishop here. And then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it should be winning for white. I don't know if you want to take here necessarily, but should be winning. No, Dosi knows. I was talking about myself. I was saying Chris is good, unlike some people like myself, because I didn't see bishop d4. I didn't suggest it. But I bet queen b7 is probably good. Okay, now is she going to take or is she going to push? But push queen b7? It's too bad she doesn't have like a check. Okay, she's just going to take. And now this pawn is defended. We don't care about the c pawn. And basically white is just going to need to walk the king up somehow. And that should win. Also, she can start with king h3. I mean, the checks kind of run out. Queen takes c4. Problem is you are worried about this one. That's a perpetual. So king h3, queen takes c4. Okay, she's allowing it. She's allowing it. I honestly would have played king g1, I think. And then found the good square for my queen and just get ready to walk the king. So here. Oh, queen f6. Okay. Yeah, Carissa good. That's a nice square. I didn't see this. So covering this, defending this. If queen d5, she has queen f5 check. If queen e4, same thing. Oh, and next she's playing a7. And then when the queen moves, it's going to be a queen f5 or queen f7. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, just give her the title, man. Just give her the title. She deserves it. And give her a US Women's Championship title, give her Grandmaster title, just give her everything. You know what? Just give her the match. Honestly, she's playing. Just give her the match with Ju Wenjun. She's playing so well. Like, just give her. You know, give Carissa a match with Ding. Honestly, I don't even know who's the favorite. Let her play Ding. I bet she would take him down. The way she's been playing, like Olympiad, this tournament. Okay, queen a2. Okay, good try from Begum. Probably g5, h6, I think is going to end the game. g5 takes h6. Carissa, what a beast. Okay, queen f5. She found something else. I don't know. I thought g5, h6 looked pretty good. But what'd she find? Check and check. I don't see it. Okay, Ray. Oh, okay. Queen d1, b5, check, g4. Queen back, b6. Ray, don't get mated. Queen f2, check, king h5. Nice calculation here. If queen takes b6, he's got rook e6. And GG. So I think Ray is winning this one. He also has ideas now. Rook takes g7, followed by king takes h6. And then queen h4, GG. But if the queen's not on f2, he has that idea. Like b7 first, queen drops back, and then take and king h6. Okay, queen b6 check. Okay, it's not a great idea. No, don't worry about this rook g7. He doesn't have ideas. He doesn't have ideas like this. But he does have this idea. He has rook e8, and yeah, should be winning. So Ray winning. Good job, Ray. Okay, 15 seconds for Dominguez. He has to make a move. Takes rook e6. Can't do it. Okay, king h7. Got this out just in time. But there's no real counterplay for black. This pawn is just pinned every which way. You got h4 if you want. Just b7 here. b7 should be GG. Ray, under pressure, 2.5 minutes. It's hard. There's a lot of pressure in these. I mean, every game is worth like, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 in terms of like the final, like the prize money, like a couple $1,000 per win. It's a lot of pasta for these guys, you know. It's a lot of pasta. Is f6 winning? I think so. Most likely it should be. Because you're just taking, and yeah, there's nothing black can really do to our king. Most likely winning. There would be ways to spoil it, like queen takes b6. Queen f5 check, king here. No, that should win. Take, rook takes, queen f8, rook g8, queen takes h6, and yeah, white's winning. So yeah, f6 wins. Oh, it played. Wow. I felt like b7 was simpler, but okay, he goes for this one. I'm guessing Dominguez will take here because Like the way you lose this is you go f7, allowing g6, and queen f2. That's how you lose. And then actually, you not only you don't lose, but you actually win, regardless. So that's how you win. So I guess that you can't even lose this. Even trying to lose, you still win the position. Even trying to lose. so that's that. But I think he has simpler. I think queen f5 is easy. Queen f5, fg takes, rook check, rook g8, and then take queen g6. Yeah, there's a lot of like trivial ways to win. Like maybe this would be the easiest. Everything with check, and then you trade queens with check. And then on h5, you just have to make sure that you don't take with the pawn. That would be very disgusting. You go king takes h5 and you win. So queen f5. Oh, looks like Dominguez resigned. So good job, Ray. Okay, let's go back to Carissa. So what does she do? She brings the queen. Again, I don't understand why not this one. I feel like this was pretty easy, but okay. She gives check, 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 puts the queen on b7, covering the mate, looking to promote the pawn. Usually this wins in queen and pawn endgames. If black plays here, oh, then queen f1 is not a thing. If queen a1, then a7, queen f1, we can just go king h4. And it looks a little scary, but there's no mate. And next we're promoting. And oh no, there's queen f6 here. Oh no, what I'm talking about then. So queen a1, I'm not sure what her idea was. I mean, it should be winning for white. Oh, sorry, a7, queen f1. I was thinking king h2, queen f2, but no, queen f1, queen g2. Okay, this is gg, of course. Okay, so we had f5, just kind of desperation. Check, king g7, queen d7, check. Okay, so Chris is giving some checks, but eventually she just needs to push the pawn and she should win this as well. I think she put the queen here so she can recapture with check. I think a7 is coming now. And then takes, queen takes g4 with check. Then she'll give more checks, eventually promote, and yeah, black will resign. Okay, folks, I'm going to end it there. I got to get down to the club for the recap. But I'll be back tomorrow to cover round 6, at least a little bit. I got a lot of work these days. I got videos I'm doing, content, we're doing dojo stuff, custom plans, problems, heat map, all kinds of updates to the site. Make sure to check out the dojo training program if you haven't already to find the ultimate chess training program structure and community out there. That's on ChessDojo.club. We got our tournaments as well. You can check out, link in the chat. I'm going for GM title. I got my Substack to update. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and then the 4th thing as well. Okay, folks, have a good one. See you all next time.